I was sitting at a restaurant and it was just like adores. No, how do you say it? Or adore. And I was looking at it, I was like, what is hors d'oeuvre? Hey there, and welcome back to Shake It Till You Make It, where we're breaking down classic cocktails down to their foundation so you can understand the core and balance of why they work and how you can take that and create your own. Today, we're gonna enjoy a delicious Moscow Mule, known most for its copper mug, but if you don't have one, don't worry about it. As long as you've got some vodka and ginger beer, you'll be good to go. All right, so we got our vodka. We're also gonna need lime juice and your ginger beer. And of course, copper mug. So first we're gonna take 3/4 of an ounce of fresh lime juice, mix that with 2 ounces of vodka, and then we're gonna mix it with ice. The recipe calls for 4 ounces of ginger beer. But, you know, really, if you fill this up with ice and top it with ginger beer, you don't have to use 4 ounces. You can use really what it takes to fill the drink, and you can always play with the ratio of a ginger beer to vodka, depending on what you like. You know, you can really eyeball it, and sometimes that'll keep some of the fizziness and the bubbliness in the drink. And we'll garnish with the lime wedge. Cheers. It's delicious. The ginger beer is what makes it. It's so key. Like, the Moscow Mule is really in the whiskey highball family. So when you get into those types of drinks, it's the other ingredients that make it really pop and special. You know, the copper mug, iconically, that's what it's served in. It is a nice experience when you take a sip and the whole mug is cold. Yeah, I mean, it's really, really good. What we know of the Moscow Mule today was hatched by John Morgan, owner of the Hollywood Cock and Bull restaurant. John was in a bit of a pickle. Apparently, he had more ginger beer coming his way that he knew what to do with. He was sitting with John G. Martin, was the head of the Smirnoff division at the Hubelin Brothers Incorporated. There are also some rumors there was another friend there who was trying to unload a lot of copper mugs. And as John said it, we three were quaffing a slug, nibbling hors d'oeuvres, hors d'oeuvres. No, how do you say it? Hors d'oeuvres. Okay, ready? I'm good. Okay, and as he said it, we three were quaffing a slug, nibbling on hors d'oeuvres, and shoving towards inventive genius. Basically, they mixed the ginger beer with some vodka and a little bit of lime, and voila, the Moscow Mule was born. A mule is a part of the whiskey highball family. You know, just a spirit and a mixer, a 2-part drink, with a 2-to-1 ratio. So, you know, a mule or a buck basically refers to when that whiskey highball, where the main mixer is a ginger beer. Don't let Moscow lead you wrong. You know, this drink does not come from Russia. A lot of times bartenders will name the drinks they create out of the home of the primary alcohol. So Moscow Mule. Now, if we think about where other drinks come from, let's say you use bourbon in your mule, then it becomes a Kentucky Mule. A New Orleans Mule is now bourbon and a coffee liqueur. A Mexican Mule uses tequila, a Jamaican Mule uses spiced rum, Irish Mule, Irish whiskey, Southern Mule, SOCO. I think you're starting to catch the drift here. So creating your own or new Moscow Mules is super easy. In a lot of ways, the base recipe stays the same. And in this one, we're gonna build a regular Moscow Mule, except we're gonna garnish it instead of with a lime, we're gonna garnish it with rosemary and cranberries. Like, the first thing you smell is gonna add so much taste to it. You forget that so much of what you taste is what you smell. All right, so we're gonna take a 3/4 ounce of lime juice, 2 ounces of vodka, fill a cup with some ice, 4 ounces of ginger beer. Make sure everything's mixed together. And then put some cranberries in there. And some fresh rosemary. And there. The smell itself, it's totally different. It's night and day. And it's really good. It's a little more wintry, and it's really incredible how you build a drink the exact same way. And just by adding other scents in with the garnish, you get a totally different experience. And there you have it, the newly named Yule Mule. We've got a number of different things. First, of course, we're gonna use vodka. It's a Moscow Mule, but this time we're bringing more flavors in. We've been steeping our vodka in lemon and cinnamon sticks. I cut up a full lemon, and I've got about 3 to 5 cinnamon sticks in here, and you need it to steep for at least 24 hours. And then to make sure we get more cinnamon into it, in the sweetness, I made simple syrup, same way I normally do, 1-to-1 ratio of sugar to water, but when I boiled it, I had a couple cinnamon sticks in there. That way we get that flavor out there. And we're still gonna use a 2-to-1 ratio of mixer to spirit, but instead, we're gonna use the 1 part infused vodka, 1 part ginger beer, and then 1 part apple cider. This is a really great way to bring in more flavors while still keeping the balance and core that makes the drink what it is. So let's get started. 2 ounces of apple cider, 2 ounces of our trusty ginger beer, ooh, it smells really good. It smells like Cinnamon Toast Crunch. 1/2 ounce simple syrup, it smells really good. We fill it up with some ice. Mix that together. And now we're gonna garnish with some apple slivers and a cinnamon stick. I think that actually looks pretty beautiful. Your apple pie mule. It smells really good. It's delicious. It's so good. It's sweet and it tastes like fall. And the cinnamon really comes out. I mean, obviously we've been steeping in it, and there's a stick in there floating around in this giant mug we have. And the apple helps bring it together. But with the lemon, there's a slight hint of the lemon. It's not overpowering at all. And the apple cider really adds a nice flavor to it that helps enhance the cinnamon. So that's the Moscow Mule. Couple variations. Delicious drink. You know, get yourself a copper mug. The coldness really does help a lot. But just remember, try to bring in other flavors, play around within the boundaries of the ratio. You can do anything once you understand how the drinks work and the flavor profiles you want to bring into it. You can really create anything in a cup. Cheers. Don't forget to like and subscribe.